All right, sweet. Yeah, I mean, it was good last year too, Nick. You know, the Bears also like. Listen, dude, I watched the game. Missed the. I was actually listening to it in the first quarter, and then met Toxic Joel. Met Toxic Joel and met Boiler Up. My two good buddies from the stream, and watched the rest of the game. I mean, listen, a couple thoughts, right? Let's not overreact. Kevin O'Connell, great job coaching that game, guiding JJ really through it, and allowing him to like get more confident and make plays.
Rather be feared or loved?
That was good.
Easy, both. I
Good father, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support for 19 months. That's crazy. It's been that long. So he did a good job. Like the Vikings, I think that he actually probably should have been a little bit more aggressive early on and let JJ throw, but like he had a plan. It worked. After the pick six, they were forced to let JJ try to make plays, and he did. That was nice. For the Bears, great defense for most of the game till the fourth quarter when they were tired. You're missing a couple starters, including Jalen Johnson. I imagine that Ben Johnson benched him so that he'd be ready for Detroit. That's just speculation. Unless he's like really hurt and then maybe he misses that game. I don't know. The Vikings offensive line looked not great most of the game until the end. Again, I think that's most teams. You're going to see the offensive lines get better as the year goes on. And Mr. Doozy, including the Lions. The Lions got punched in the mouth, dude. Teams get punched in the mouth. It happens. You don't want it to happen. It happens. So, you know, you move on. You have a big week 2. And then you have Monday Night Football in a game that, you know, if you can keep close, will shut a lot of people up. If you're a Lions fan. But like, listen, the NFC North is going to be competitive. Even with the Bears. Like, they're not going to have 120 yards of penalties every game. They're not. Ben Johnson will get better as a game manager, with calling timeouts and saving timeouts and not challenging dumb plays, and like that they'll clean it up. If you're a Bear fan, the number one concern has to be, well, besides your O-line, which was brutal yesterday. If you're a Bears fan, the biggest concern is Caleb Williams' accuracy. He missed about 6 or 7 wide open guys. One of them was like 20 yards over his head. And that wasn't even like a far throw. Like he chucked it like twice as hard as he should have. Great opening drive for Caleb Williams. Great job avoiding sacks for Caleb Williams all day. You like to see that. But we knew he could do that with a little bit better of an O-line. We knew that he could move and that he was athletic. But there's a lot of season left, guys. I feel like I'm seeing even more overreactions from everyone the week 1 this year than I ever have. I don't know. Maybe it's just my For You page or something, but yeah, that toss on the run to a Dunze as well, though, was so sick, Bartow. Like, that was a great throw. So I think they'll figure that out. I don't think Caleb's going to get worse as the season goes on. I do think JJ will get better. C-Dubs, that's today. I have to end stream at 10 to go get that today. You'll be able to tell, but I'm going to look 10 pounds lighter. But I think everybody, like, take a big step back and just enjoy the season. It's a long season. So Bear fans panicking, about Ben Johnson already, which is happening online, or Vikings fans thinking JJ's already going to be the best QB in that division. Like, let's just see. It was a good win, 1-0. You are what your record says you are. 2 0-1 teams. Someone's going to be 1-1 next week between the Lions and the Bears. Lions come out as 4.5 point favorites. I don't usually bet on Lions unless it's like plus money line. So I don't know that I'm touching that, but I think they win. There's just a lot of football to be played, a lot of injuries, unfortunately, to happen. And so you just have to see what's going to go on. But I mean, if we're being honest here, let's be honest. Nobody looked maybe the Packers. But it's the Bills and the Ravens and everyone else. And maybe you can put the Packers there. And we'll see if the Lions can get back to that spot. But right now, it's Bills-Ravens. That game was insane. The Eagles didn't look great against the Cowboys. And part of that is that the Cowboys played pretty well on offense. The Chiefs didn't look great. Tampa Bay didn't look great. I mean, like that, they could have scored 40 that game. Like you look at some of these elite teams, and like a bunch of them just looked okay, and that's okay. It's week 1. Like there's a lot of season left, dude. A lot of seasons left. Kittle's out for multiple weeks. Purdy. Oh, that's interesting, Boiler. I didn't know that because no, stream did not freeze, at least for me, at least on my end. I did not know that about the Niners. They are like not super favored against the Saints, so that must be why. Doozy, I'm not going to admit that, dude, because they played an entirely different defense. The Packers have an elite defense. An entirely different defense. You'll learn a lot more about who this Lions team is going to be on Sunday against a much lesser opponent in the Bears than the Packers. And they've got an athletic quarterback. So if you can't run the ball when you have, if the Lions are who they are, dude. Jared Goff's one of the best, most accurate quarterbacks in the league when he's got time. If he doesn't have time and you can't run, the scheme's not going to look good no matter what you do. So go block. We're not playing anywhere close to a defensive line like we just did against the Packers. And so, you know, just remember we got belt to butt against the Ravens a couple years ago. Lit a fire under us. Dan Campbell, his whole career in Detroit has started pretty bad in the first 2 weeks of the season. And so it's just wide open. It's wide open in the NFC North. A lot of season left. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy it. John, thank you so much for the 6 months. Appreciate you. Had a great flag football practice last night. I mean, like, the Rams didn't look great. The Texans didn't look great. Like and that doesn't mean anything, right? A lot of season left. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know who the Finns play next. I'll look at the schedule today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the sports show, 7 p.m. So I'll take a look at the schedule for this week. I briefly glanced. There's some games I really, really like. Like to parlay together for money line. Like I do think the Niners still beat the Saints. I think the Cowboys handle the Giants at home. I think the Bills beat the Jets. I think the Rams beat the Titans. And I think the Lions beat the Bears. I like those money line plays. So I used a bonus bet on that while the line is what it is right now. Out of week 1, who looked the worst and who looked the best in your opinion? In the NFC North or in the whole NFL, Hydra? Yeah, we started the hook and ladder, Tenacious, and it's going to be so fun, man. I can't wait to use it in a game. So I found out, I don't know if I told you guys this yesterday. Oh, I think so, Stout. I think so. We have a double header on Saturday for flag football, and I found out that the second game doesn't count in the standings. So that'll be really fun to try to use some of these plays I wanted to do to see if they're ready, because if they don't work, it won't matter. But it's so fun. Hook and lateral. It's way more fun to call it hook and ladder. Spelled Ladder because he's climbing the ladder, T-Wills. Whole NFL. I mean, for me, who looked the worst? Who looked the best? The Bills looked the best. Ravens probably second best. Packers probably third. Who looked the worst? Either the Dolphins or the Saints. Yeah, no, but they call it the hook and ladder for climbing the ladder. It's fun, T-Wills. Why can't you just have fun? You're 1-0. Extend Tomlin. You know what I mean? Yeah, Miami looked pretty bad. Chargers looked really good. Giants had 3 turnovers in the red zone, dude. Like, get Russell Wilson out of there. Those Saints jerseys were not it. It is called the hook and ladder. No, oh, I know it is, Kev, man. T-Wills is a contrarian. We have learned this about our good friend. What up, RJ, Matt, Ryan on YouTube? Good to see you guys. Good morning, Noonan. Good win there, buddy. Yeah, interesting, T-Wills. Because I've heard like multiple coaches in college and the NFL call it the hook and ladder. And in a Madden game, it's called the hook and ladder. I heard Giants coach is gonna. Yeah, I saw that too. I don't want to I don't like to give fuel to a fire on rumors, but I did think this was an interesting thought. About Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. The extension to Tyson Bagent and the way that Ben Johnson, the extension of Tyson Bagent and the way that Ben Johnson has talked about Caleb Williams as though he has never played before. Like, he talks about Caleb like the Washington did not talk about Jaden Daniels like that last year in the preseason or in the regular season. The Titans coach has not talked about Cam Ward the way Ben Johnson talks about Caleb Williams and his development and how much farther he has to go. Like, I have not heard a coach talk about their starting quarterback and the way they need to grow more than I have heard Ben Johnson talk about Caleb Williams, like coddling to an extreme. And it does make you wonder if Ben Johnson wants Bagent to run his offense. Because, again, Caleb looked elite on that first drive with the scripted plays. Elite. Made some great throws, made some great plays, ran the ball. First, I think they said it was his first rushing touchdown of his career in the NFL. Like, he did a great job staying alive in the pocket. He did a pretty good job of looking at his reads. He had a great, beautiful throw to Swift on the left. That was a touch pass that was well thrown. He had a great bullet to Odunze in that first drive to extend the drive that Odunze made a great play on. I think one or two Bears receivers had a drop on what were probably high throws by Caleb, but like decent throws. But then he sailed like 6 wide open guys. And that is what, like, you just know Ben Johnson is begging for an exact mix of Jared Goff and his accuracy and Caleb Williams' legs. Because the way he likes to run his offense, like, he's going to scheme guys open, and you got to be able to hit the open guys. So we'll see. Vikings D really turned it up. Yeah, for sure. But that's just that's coaching adjustments, Six Jack, right? All of a sudden, the Bears start putting in their 2 tight end formation, their heavy set, and then every time they did that in the second half, the Vikings sent more pressure. I mean, Flores is a genius. To me, it's Flores and it's Spagnuolo in Kansas City as 2 of the best. T-Wills, it is. I understand that it is a hook and lateral. I understand that, T-Wills. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that people call it a hook and ladder for fun because we're having fun, T-Wills. Me for 3 quarters. JJ looks like a QB. Not sure if he's got it in me in the 4th quarter. JJ's literally the greatest of all time. Dude, there were some, man, I just don't understand how you can take yourself seriously. Like, as a sports commentator or personality or whatever, I don't understand how you can take yourself seriously and tweet out such a boneheaded, like, call. For instance, JJ McCarthy is awful when he doesn't know what the other team's plays are, or JJ's an absolute bust. And then he comes out in the 4th quarter and goes crazy. And you leave that tweet up is wild. Yeah, Doozy, it's a lot of season left, bro. I'm not worried. But yeah, Flores is a beast, man. That was crazy. Like the way he adjusted throughout that game. Yeah, Nunya, I don't know if you saw his one toss. He had a nice touch pass to Swift, actually, but that was one of the only softer throws he made, like the third play of the game or something, second or third. Football is fun. I did well, Treasure Cat. I think I went like 12-5 or something, or I'd have to pull it up. But I did well on my picks this week. Yeah, I think if you're a Vikings fan, what you like to see about JJ was just like that he never was too down on himself. He showed that in Michigan when he, threw that pick against Alabama. I think it may have gotten called back, but still, like you've seen him do it. And when he threw that pick six, like he went to the sideline and just fired up the O-line and was like, "Hey man, a lot of game left," and like there was. Selfish reasoning for being happy Flores got blackballed for the lawsuit. Hopefully we pay him head coach money to stay at DC forever. I mean, he's good, dude. He's good. Noonan goes, Vikings scored 21 straight points after Randy Moss joined the Manning cast, dude. That's beautiful. I wish Calvin Johnson would have joined the Manning cast against the Lions. During the Lions game. Yeah. Caleb Williams is a bit of a goofball, though. He's a bit of a goofball. Filling my bowl of cereal with tears this morning. Life of a Bears fan. A lot of season left, man. How nervous were you after that first drive? Jeremy, literally thought to myself as it was happening, like, oh gosh. But also kind of knew, like, right, first drive scripted. The Vikings weren't bringing enough pressure. And they were going to dial that up. So I wasn't like freaking out, Jeremy, but like I was, I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, I love that public. I love that kind of attitude. How the Browns going to do this year? I mean, dude, they should have won that game. As I was just saying, like when I first started the stream, like there's a lot of people overreacting about a lot of teams, and it's just a lot of season left, man. The Rams didn't look that great. They should be fine. Texans didn't look great. They'll be fine. Lions didn't look great. They'll be fine. Eagles didn't look great. They'll be fine. Chiefs didn't look great. They'll be fine. Broncos didn't look great. They'll be fine. Like the Bengals looked bad. They'll probably be fine. There's just a lot. A lot of season left. And I love it. And I can't wait. JJ McCarthy. Hope you're having a great morning. I am, AJ. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I had a great night last night with Toxic and Boiler. Should have cashed out on the Bears money line bet when they're up 17-6 in the fourth. Kind of saw the way that game was going. But overall, great weekend sports-wise, betting-wise. Bad weekend for my fandom. Really would like the Tigers to go beat the Yankees in a series. I would feel very good about life. Thursday night is going to be a banger. That'll be fun. Leaning Packers at the moment in that game, but that should be a fun one. If they can contain Jaden, I think they should win. Should the Bears kicker missing a field goal and more fumble on the play for me to win by 0.52? Wow. Yeah, I ended up 3-0 in fantasy. there is treasure. John says we need the series more. Bro, do you? We're like 36-36 in our last 72. I did math. Did I do it right? I think I did. Yes, you're wrong on that take, AJ, but it's okay. I'm unwell, JB, this morning. I dreamt about Caleb's inaccurate throws. Why dream about the inaccurate throws instead of dreaming about watching him move around like a gazelle? Where'd you end to pick him? I think I had 12 wins. in the pick'em. Yeah, Detroit. No, I just hope you see something crazy. Yeah, but he hasn't won a playoff game in 7 straight years, AJ. And if Dan Campbell does that, I personally want him out as my coach as well. I did pick. So did I only have 11 wins then? I had the Bears. Let's get a game in here, dude. Let's get a game in. First game of the day. And that's another thing too, is like Caleb, so he had a lot of missed throws that he should have hit. He also had like 3 hospital balls. Which is concerning. Hopefully DJ Moore's okay. All right, Ja. I can't give it to you though, you know what I mean? Like I feel for you, but I can't give it to you. Huge T-Wills. You've started the movement, man. I don't care what anyone says, bro. You started that movement. You said it when it sounded crazy. Yeah, and that's a coaching mistake by Ben, right? So like, I thought he would try to kick it out of the end zone. Ben Johnson said he was going to try to kick it out of the end zone, but he didn't. So then, of course, kick it out of bounds then, I guess, if you're not going to kick it out of the end zone. But I'm surprised I haven't seen one person yet in the chat bring up the going for it for the Bears on 4th and 2, and they would have extended their lead. I like it. As I've told you, I like going for it on 4th and short, trying to put games away. The analytics back it up. You can take Ben Johnson out of Dan Campbell, but you can't take the Dan Campbell out of Ben Johnson, baby. Morning, Matt. Good to see you, dude. Well, and that's on Ben then. He should have known that and told him to just kick it out of bounds. Whoa, T-Wills, whoa. Who's Oregon playing, public? I haven't even looked, bro. Tomorrow I'm going to look at everything. Northwestern? Oh, yeah. I mean, they should hammer Northwestern. Yeah, but even if you decline the penalty, EMAC, I don't think that there's a runoff. And even if there is, it's only a 10-second runoff. So the clock would have still stopped, and I don't think there's a reason for the Vikings to decline that penalty. I'd say Hunter Henry, Nas. Haircuts at 10, guys. We're cooked. Haircuts at 10. That's a short stream. Yeah, you'll notice, bro. You're gonna come into stream tomorrow and be like, JP, you lost 10 pounds, which I did, but also trimming the beard. Wow, short stream my day off. Shaking my head. I know. I'm sorry, dude. I did a long one yesterday, bro. And then I coached flag, and then I hung out and watched the game with the boys at the bar, and now I'm tired. Had a couple Chardonnays. I don't like that guy.
Another one.
I don't like him at all. That was not nice. Yo, Mr. Trump, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate the sub. Guys, listen, I have a dentist appointment today, and I have a haircut beard trim. Like, it's rare that I have to end stream early. but I got to get these things done. I look like a crazy person, man. The beard is nuts. I always know it's time to trim the beard when multiple strangers comment on it. JB lost 10 pounds from his haircut, but it's all from his wallet. All right, see, this is crazy. What's rare? Guys, rare. Somebody go to Twitch Tracker right now and look up my average stream time for the last year. I'm grinding. This is public knowledge. I can't keep walking around looking like this, though. Chat's yelling at me for a short stream today, but I have to look good. I have to go to the dentist and... Guys, this is my moneymaker here. Super rare. Yes, KB, I am. Sometimes, Tony. Man, one thing I'm noticing, guys, is that a lot of the Packer fans that were talking smack yesterday and enjoying the win were subs, and a lot of the Vikings fans this morning saying Skol are not. Huh. What up, bloke? Jeremy, everyone should call it a tuckus. I gotta watch out for this guy. You are who your record says you are, Unwell. Enjoy it. That's the guy that was absolutely frying me earlier, and now he's dead. So I don't know who that was, but that was a nice elim from us. Always like to get the elimination on the absolute sweatskins. So we'll take it. I did not see yesterday's chip video, no. I literally ended stream, hung out, went on my walk, hung out with my two youngest, made dinner, went to football practice, watched the game, went to bed. So I did not get to see a lot of stuff I wanted to see yesterday. Big Lou. I didn't say it. Times are tough in Minnesota financially, I think. Be a college gator this weekend. Go Vols. Who are they playing? Imagine being 2025. I'm begging. I'm begging, Rin. Is that interesting? Oh, Georgia. Do they even have a chance, the Vols? We'll be seeing it. Dude, I can't believe Adam Thielen dropped that ball, by the way. UGA is only 6-point favorite. Interesting to me, dude. That's kind of far, but I kind of want to go there. Tired of my fat thumbs. All right, and so what happens if they just keep re-kicking it out of bounds? EMAC. Legit. Like, I'm asking, why not? Then I would just keep kicking it out of bounds until eventually they took the penalty. Do this all day. They could be very good. Match, they could be very good. Mock. I've said that all year. It's about how he plays this year. Their coaching staff's awesome. Yeah, then just try the onside too. That King, that's what we were saying as well at the bar. Like, just onside kick it. What up, Matt? What up, Frogger? Oh shoot! Did someone actually finally go here? They did. This upsets me. Oh, but they didn't get the gold. Worth it. Morning, Patriot. Yes, go. That was wild. No, not today, Witcher. Just some nice ones. No, I don't think he can, Ja. That's a good question, though. Can he be but can McCarthy win comeback player of the year? Even though he didn't play last year, like, he had nothing to really come back from, but technically he was on the roster. Mr. Natural Born Patriot. Butterball? Woody. Whoa. Classic outtake, Fletch. Really? What NFL games been the most surprising to you? Well, I mean, the Bills coming back is insane. Like, that was nuts. That was absolutely insane. And in a million ways. Like, if I was a Ravens fan, bro, I would be so annoyed at my coach for not putting the game away, man. Like, that was brutal. And I feel like Harbaugh just keeps doing things like that. And the Ravens just feel like the best team in the league. It's just nuts because I do think Harbaugh's a very good coach. I just don't like I keep thinking he's gonna evolve with the league, and it looks like he is, and then he does stuff like that. So that was a surprise to me. I think obviously I was surprised by the Lions getting punched in the mouth and just not like the thing that pissed me off the most about that game is that the Packers did it to like played Lions football in the last few years and outplayed the Lions the throwing game. Just out physicaled them. It was that was annoying. But like I thought we might lose that game. You know, Packers are going to be very good. We're on the road. I think I am surprised, even though I do think that McDaniels is going to get fired at some point this season. I didn't think that the Dolphins were going to look that bad, but I was worried about them. I think maybe another one that surprised me the most is just how close the Browns kept it. I mean, the Browns should have won. If they had a kicker, they win. So that's pretty surprising. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised by the Giants continuing to go with Russell Wilson. Like, I kind of thought the Giants would keep that game close, and they would have if they didn't have 3 turnovers in the red zone. And so, like, at what point are you just getting him out of there? And then I'd probably say, yeah, Daniel Jones and the Colts. The Colts were fun, man. And for Vikings fans, I'm thankful that JJ looked like he did in the fourth quarter. Because he got better as the game went on, and I imagine he'll get better as the season goes on. But you look at Daniel Jones and you think, man, Kevin O'Connell looked at Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones and said, I'd rather roll with JJ this year. And for 3 quarters, that did not look like the play. But he's a tough kid, man. Is it baseball season? It is baseball season. The Tigers have me in the mood, too. Wes, I love that stat, dude. I thought I just saw someone right here. I maybe did not. I was dancing? I mean, Skeeter, I was only dancing if you think that the Bears are going to be better than the Vikings this year, dude. Ask me who I wanted to win that game, and my answer is whoever is going to be worse this season. I wasn't cheering for anybody. My birthday is this month. Yeah, September 20th. What are we going to do, guys? I want the Vikings. I don't hate the Vikings. Dude, I've told you this a million times, Skeeter. The Vikings fans that annoyed me in the chat last year, annoyed me more than any other fans in the chat. But I hate the Vikings the least in the NFC North. especially with JJ McCarthy and a likable coaching staff. I don't think that the Falcons or the Bucks looked particularly good, but again, week 1, like they're both going to get better as the season goes on. I think the Bucks could have won that game by a lot more. I think there's still a lot to learn about both those teams. And obviously because the game was so close, the Falcons obviously could have won it too. But I don't think the Bucks should have been in that position. Hello there. First game, first dub. Let's go see what sweat we eliminated in the beginning. Too many of those, not looking. Too many. King. Wasn't it just that they don't finish ahead of the Lions, Skeet? I don't think it was that they were going to be bad. Yeah, me too, Skeet. That was annoying. Way too many early posts. Way too many early posts. From a lot of people that do this for a living. You know, that's what's crazy. Brenza says, the boy, when are we going to get the barber to come and trim you on stream instead of early? You know what's funny? I did that during COVID. He came over during COVID and I set up the Venmo and people were Venmoing him. He made like $400 cutting my hair. It was awesome. Oh, Diamond Mace. Good job, JB. Do it again. You guys want me to go live from the barbershop? He told me I could. He's usually early, like he's one of the only ones there. I'd have to think of a way to set up the camera. JB Birthday Magician, thoughts? I have a buddy who could do that. What up, Jetpack Louie? Did you stick around for the JPL raid? I could not. No, I went on a workout. Barbershop stream would be a huge W. Barbershop and dentist stream? Thoughts? I keep hearing Tyreek back to the Chiefs. I mean, it makes more sense. It makes a lot of sense. That would be bad, Skeet. Maybe not the dentist. Okay. Sure, the dentist would love that. Matt, that's a crazy rule. Sheesh, might as well vlog the whole visit. Jeez. Maybe I'll stream. I'll look at the vibes at the barbershop and see if we go live. I heard Zircon went a little crazy in JPL stream yesterday, bro. Nope, can't do that, T-Wills. Dr. Disrespect got banned for that. Doom, doom, doom. Oh yeah, it is Louis' birthday. Guys, happy birthday to Jetpack Louie. Welcome to 37, King. How's that back feeling today? Hopefully soon, Brinza. Just came back from exams. Nothing better than seeing John live. I appreciate the kind words, dude. Appreciate the kind words. Jetpack Stewie, like stew the food, like your fat joke there? Interesting. Jetpack Drewy. Jetpack beef jerky. Jetpack ratatouille. By the way, ratatouille's gross, man. Too many veggies. Too many veggies. The movie's great. T-Wills, how do you know that? Bro, how do you know that? Jeez, Lee. Good start. Oh my gosh, T-Wills, it really is at 2:30 though. I won't have any cavities. I don't get cavities, and I've been flossing, so we'll be fine. It will be seeing you, brother. Should have killed me when you had the chance. Yeah, getting a nice haircut. I have to end stream at 10 to shower and go to my haircut. And beard trim. Then we'll go... Hopefully I have time to come home for a little bit. And then Dennis. What kind of flossing? Regular or ninja? Regular. Regular. So I shouldn't have any cavities. I had to reload. Someone's wearing Drogon's skin there. I should have rushed that earlier. That was dumb. New man next stream. W. Have we talked about how bad Clemson has looked? Steelers have a better shot at Super Bowl than Clemson has an Addy. Oh, man. Don't tell that to T-Wills. Morning, Emily. A lot of anonymous today. Underachievers spelled like that is wild. The TikTok. Yes, the TikTokers. I saw the AI one, Skeet. I saw the AI one. That was wild. Killer Queen. I mean, I thought, yeah, week 1, anything can happen. I kind of did think the Chiefs might lose that game. I put a lot on the Chargers +3. Xavier Worthy going out really changed that game, though. Wonder how you look with a black beard and mustache. Oh gosh, dude, not great. I'm getting a lot of the beard taken off though, chat. A lot of this is gonna be gone. I'm gonna look like a new dude. We're going short. I don't want to have to go back to the barber for like till winter. I don't know about all the years, but they certainly lost the Lions, Rolf, when they went to the Super Bowl. They lost. That was the year we lost to the Niners in the NFC Championship game. I ended up going 3-0 in fantasy because of Josh Allen on 2 of my teams. Down by 44 points in both. He got 46. Yeah. And he fell to me in those drafts. Like, you guys know I don't like to draft QBs early. Of course, in one of them it's a super flex, so I did draft him right away because you start 2 QBs. But then in my other league, QB touchdowns are 6 points. So like a throwing touchdown is 6. And usually it's 4. So I drafted him in my my neighborhood league as well. I mean, Rolf, them and the Ravens, bro, they just look like 2 different teams. Like compared to the rest of the NFL. Those are 2 teams I don't want to see. And unfortunately, we see the Ravens on Monday Night Football in 2 weeks. I just love Georgia Tech's coach, Salsa, man. You put me onto them. I maybe I would have watched last year anyway. When they had that huge win. War loots. I don't want to fight that guy, bro. You play a whole game just to get dumped on by a TikToker, Millie Rocker. Ready up. I mean, Rolf, I don't know. I don't know how you could say that. Just go win the game. It's a home game against an improved division opponent that played them tough last year the first time and tough 2 years ago both times. Yeah, Big Lou, I did notice that. It's going to be interesting to see. Who do the Dolphins play this week? Hey, enjoy it, Green Buckeye. It's a fun time. Nice, Killer Queen. Yeah, I was on the Ravens or the Raiders, actually. Yeah, the cash out in the third quarter, Zach, was the play there. Patriots at home. I think the Dolphins win that game, actually, to be honest. Titans coach getting himself in a little oh, bad morning. Oh, good morning, Emily. Good morning, good morning, good morning. In a graceful melodic tone. Emily, I imagine you're singing the song. Good morning, good morning. You slept the whole night through. Good morning to you. I think they beat the Patriots. That's crazy, Rob. Rob a jewelry store, tell them make me a grill. Doom, 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 doom. Dolphins play St. Mary's School for young women. They're favored to lose. Jeez. Yeah, Miller Tom, I didn't accuse you of stream sniping. I just you obviously knew we were in the game. But I wasn't. I didn't say that you were looking at the screen. Louis, I think, inferred that you guys were by what I said. But I should have just left. Every time I see a streamer do that, I should just leave. It's all good. GG's. That's how we start the stream now with that song. No, yeah, it's all good, Miller Time. All good, man. Hope you had a great stream. Fun fact, who has never lost to the Patriots? Really? Love you, love you, I love you. What's that? Am I getting that melody right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love you, I love you, I love. I might be getting that wrong. With the ruck on and everything, Am Wills. That drop has to be better. More efficient. I'm assuming this guy's over here. I don't... Yeah. That's the real player. We're cooked. You don't want to keep digging? What do you mean? Cinema. I mean, Ja, I would take him, dude. Listen, is there a chance that the Lions line just doesn't figure it out this year and they win 9 games? Sure. Is there a chance that Gibbs is healthy all year and doesn't be a top 10 running back in fantasy? I don't think so. So take that for what it's worth. Is that from the movie Holes? I'm tired. That's too dang bad. That's a great idea, Salsa. That's a great idea. Maybe after Harry Potter. Saddle, baby, I love your way. All right, so somebody already got this. That's obnoxious. Dijon for Gibbs. I would not do that. No, no. They're 1A. They're 1A 1B for me. I would not do that. I think Bijan's gonna have a great year too. I don't even know where to go. JV, what kind of offense do you want with your kids' team? I mean, pretty basic, dude, right? They're in 4th grade. It's flag football. It's 9-on-9, so we have O lines and D lines. And they're little, right? So the field is huge, and there's a lot of space. So anything that can get the kids in space, right? So wide receiver screen, like a trips right wide receiver screen, where he can just catch it and follow his blockers. The jet sweep is huge. The jet sweep into the reverse is huge. Fake jet sweep, run left or right. You know, trips right, QB run. Like anything to get the kids with speed, the ball in open space with a lot of field in front of them. Some crossing routes. Just introduced the hook and lateral. At practice, which will be fun. Got to install the double pass. I mean, dude, that like when you install the double pass, you need like 3 or 4 things to go right to gain yards. And 4th grade flag, we maybe have one of our offenses could do it. Teaching the Statue of Liberty play. Was that Boise State who ran that? Am I crazy? So I was talking to somebody about that the other day, and I was like, I think it's Boise State. And then we didn't look it up. Not today, Bubba. But I do have an announcement that I'll be tweeting out on Friday. Actually, I think I'm supposed to get the tweet approved. Yeah, tweet approved Thursday, post it Friday. Have you and Jody watched the doc on Netflix about the girl who capped? No, we have not. Is it good? Is that what you were telling me about last week? Announcement of the announcement? Yeah, but this is official. I already signed the contract, so I have to announce it on Friday. It's part of the contract. If the Chiefs lose... What? If the Chiefs lose the Giants? Chiefs don't play the Giants. Chiefs play the Eagles. Oh, you're just assuming they lose to the Eagles. I also think that they'll lose to the Eagles without their receivers. They're not losing to the Giants, bro. They're not losing to the Giants. Wednesday's General Patton, so it should be tomorrow around 7 p.m. I'll know the official time tomorrow. It's usually 7 or 7:30, depending on Chris's kids' bedtime and stuff. All right, guys. I don't think we have a stream sniper in this game, so we'll be right back. Never mind. We'll be right back. And that's why they call me Quick Draw McGraw. That would be a good story, Nate. So good, Gene. So good. Hold on, though. I think I have to get the door. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Does anyone think the Falcons are going to beat the Vikings? Vikings, I think, are 5.5-point favorites right now. Tech expert JP. Oh, that too. That too. All right, my loot is not great. It is slightly my fault. I think we might do a. You can throw the ball to your tackles in our flag league. I might introduce that play too. Oh, absolutely, new BFF. Absolutely. Leaving all this gold here is crazy. Yeah, Nate. Too soon, dude. Bro. That's a one-hit kill if you hit him in the bug thing. That would have been so fun. Oh my gosh. Who'd you lose the bet to? It's Clue. Oh my gosh. Opie with the 12 months. Only subs can rose. What a blessing.
I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
What a blessing. Appreciate that. Hello there. Oh, he is up there. I just heard something explode over here. Con artist. Hey, it was close. Still had a massive weekend. Mods, can we delete that command though until tomorrow? That was close, Spider. A little too close for comfort. Got him. Well, back to it then. It really is, Rudy. John's gotten so good at the game, he doesn't even react when he wins. Thoughts? Came to say the same thing. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate that, dude. With a blue revolver. That revolver's crazy. All right, for baseball today. Oh gosh, Casey Mize is starting for the Tigers. Oh no. I used to get excited when I learned that. Hey, sounds good, Father. Appreciate you, man. Much love. I will enjoy my self-care day. How concerned am I about the Lions' offensive line injuries? Do you know something I don't know? Jeremy, what's he talking about? Aaron Judge home run. How about 2 or more? Welcome to the Space Jam. Love that, Entree. I love that confidence, dude. Now give me that same confidence. Give me that same confidence about the Tigers, please. I guess Jamarco Jones, the OT 3 or 4 being out for the season. Oh, yeah, not concerned. Those lily pound sounds are soothing, not? They should be soothing to you, frog. You're a frog. Good morning, Drogon. He was so happy Ben lost yesterday. What brain fart he had not to kick it out of bounds for 2 minute warning. Yeah, Brent, somebody in chat, EMAC was saying earlier that they could have just declined the penalty, and so maybe just onside kick it then. No pink eye witcher. Happy to report. We'll be seeing you. No shot him in your game. Huh. Well, back to it then. Job, that's crazy to me, bro, because we're so inconsistent, man. If they can get hot, if the bats can get hot in October and the, you know, the bullpen can pitch well, I'll have a little bit more confidence. But right now, my confidence is not sky high. Yes.
Another one.
How about Shardy pay with 8 months? You'll love to see it. Appreciate the prime sub, my friend. Cannot believe what role the Guardians are on. Bro, it's so funny. Like, I'm still paying attention to the Tigers in a massive way, but like now that football's on, like I have not been watching baseball the way I was all season. Obviously the Tigers, but I was watching a game like every night. What up, Catherine? Always good to see you. Thank you, John, on YouTube. Yeah, Skull, I'm leaning that way right now, too. I think they at least keep it close. Hop on down to the butter barn. What up, JK Junkrat? Hello. Thank you, Pig. I appreciate that. I could have sworn you subbed last month, too. Minus 4.5. I don't know what the over-under is, Nick. I haven't looked at that yet. Nice, Tiefly. Yeah, I'm having a good time with football, too. You're on a roll this morning, love. Got Caleb in here helping. JB, with Kittle out 3 to 5 weeks into 10, that can give me consistent 7-10 points. My 3 options on waivers are Henry, Strange, and Ertz. I have a feeling you'll say, but who do you think? Henry. Henry. Young quarterback. Does this guy just think I'm going to stop shooting him? What was that guy doing? If I could just open that really fast. Yeah, Ertz did look good week 1, but I would say Henry. I would just say Henry because I think Henry is going to be more consistent. You said you want somebody who can get you 7 to 10. I think Henry's going to get you that every time. Yeah, Ertz, exactly. Ertz is a little more TD dependent. Which he's good. He's good in the red zone. I still think Henry could be a top 6 fantasy tight end this year. He's available in most leagues. Great minds think alike. Harold fan. Okay. I just don't want anyone to have this. Glad I picked it up. What about Jonnu Smith? I mean, my only worry there is aren't they going to be using Freiermuth too? Like, isn't that absolutely a 2 tight end room? How do you get under here? What's up, brother? I don't know. I think Njoku's still going to be a big part of that offense. Just, do you want any big part of that offense? Yeah, Brent. Yeah, I was high on him again this year, like as the new rookie tight end to pop off. What's up with Brock Purdy? Someone said Brock Purdy's hurt. Is he missing time? And who's their backup? I think that was a real player. Sorry, no offense. He might has a toe. I know, KC, that's crazy. What I wouldn't give for that schedule, bro. Mac Jones. You always liked Mac Jones, Skeet, didn't you? Got a nice punch in the mouth week 1, Saul. Back to it then. Yeah, I just don't know that the Niners, like without Kittle and without some of those receivers getting healthy or coming back, are necessarily an elite team around him. But it is the Saints, so he could look great. I either killed that TTVer already, or he's hiding. And I don't rightly know the answer. Joku, Kincaid, or Ertz? I'd go Kincaid. I have not, Pollution. No, we're doing well, man. Business is going great. But I have not bought. Or that was him. Business is going really, really well, man. But the Ford F-150 is going to be like all the bills for the year are paid. We have a great nest egg, and we're still crushing it. Those are the parameters for the Ford F-150 there. Hello, Spleet. There's probably no white health anywhere here. There we go. Butterball, Princess, and Mrs. Rolls. Lots of fun removing squads at certain times and remove trios and squads from OC. I had no idea. Diablo seems kind of weird. I don't know how these things happen. I don't hear about them. Makes 0 sense to me. Four left. That's not the play, Jennifer. No offense. But GG's. Jennifer, great name, by the way. It's a great name. Gosh, if we win this, this would be 3 wins today. Three wins before 9:15 is nuts. Can someone explain Pacheco to me? I mean, he's good, but they're gonna, the defenses for the Chiefs right now, who are playing the Chiefs, are just gonna sell out the run because they don't have anyone to throw to right now. Although Hollywood Brown looked pretty good when Worthy went down. I think Pacheco will get better as the season goes on. Where is everybody? We only ran the ball 11 times, bro. I know they should have ran more. No, I don't think the Chiefs are cooked. Like the Lions, they have a brutal schedule. But they just got too many pieces and too many coaches that I respect to say they're cooked. No, I do think they lose to the Eagles. I'm surprised that that game is not. I'm surprised that the line's not a little bigger there. I think if they had a healthy Worthy and a non-suspended Rice, that changes everything, and they'll get that eventually. So I'm not going to say cooked. I mean, let's remember. Somebody said this earlier in chat. Let's remember, like, the Rams went 1-4 to start the year last year and won the division. But there's a lot of season left. So you're not going to hear me talking about a team being cooked unless, like, an injury happens. Like if Mahomes goes down, or like if the Lions lost Penei Sewell or something. Like, there's the good teams are still going to be above average. Con artist. I love every story I've heard about that guy. I love. All right, the last guy's either a bot or it's that guy who said he's in my game, and he's either going to give me the win or really, really sweat here at the end. Or I already killed him. I don't really know where he went, but I haven't seen him in the chat since he said, "Oh my gosh, I'm in your game." I'm hidden. Okay, yeah. Come on, man. You trying to dance? Nope. GG's, bro.
What's up, brother?
17 elims? Yo, relax, bro. Relax. Favorite quote is, it's football. Just block and tackle. Quit talking to people. When we're playing bad football, it's like watching sausage be made. Like let's just again, guys, long season, right? The only thing that scares me about the Lions is if they somehow do lose to the Bears and then they play the Ravens Monday night. Like 0-3 is not fun to start, right? I would absolutely be in a little bit of panic mode there. But like listen to this. Listen, Vikings schedule, okay? Falcons. I think the Vikings win that game at home. So 2-0 Vikings. The Vikings fans are going to be thrilled. Then they play a Bengals team that can score. Then they play a Steelers team that'll be close. They should beat the Browns. Then they go Eagles, Chargers, Lions, Ravens. I mean, like brutal. Bears schedule. Lions, Cowboys. They could win that game at home. Raiders, Commanders, Saints. The Bears could have a nice little start. Then they go Ravens, Bengals, Vikings, Steelers, Eagles, Packers. I mean, like, again, brutal stretches for the NFC North in a couple different times. Packers schedule. Not an easy game coming up here on Thursday night against the Commanders. Should handle the Browns. Could be 3-0. Could be 4-0 if they beat the Cowboys. And then they go Bengals, Cardinals, Steelers, Eagles, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos. They end with Ravens, Vikings, Bears. I mean, like, again, it's a brutal, long season. Packers aren't losing. That's what I'm saying, Ski. So, like, I need the NFC North fans to, like, just slow it down. Like, it's a long season, and there are brutal games for the entire North, including every division game. I disagree for now owned. Like, I think you should be excited as a Vikings fan about JJ, but let's not pretend he didn't look awful throughout the first 3 quarters. And the pick 6 was brutal. That was a bad pick 6. Throwing inside on an out route. Like, again, and the Bears didn't have their best corner. Like, he's got a lot of growing to do this season. Can he do it? Absolutely. If anyone can do it, JJ can. I love JJ. But Vikings fans were in shambles until the 4th quarter. Von Miller is currently streaming reaction to the game highlights last night, and it's gold. That's funny. As of right now, owned, I'd probably go Packers, Lions, Vikings, Bears. Oh, of course, Skeet. You know, you use my own quote, which I agree with. Always a lot of ball game left, man. Always a lot of ball game left. What up, Gopher? Good morning, brother. Nice call on that Aaron Jones. What a catch, huh? They did, OP, which is why I just put them ahead of the Lions. Said that a couple times last night. Let's go. Yeah, those Vikings were crazy, Jax. Good to see you, by the way. Those penalties for the Bears were nuts. How good did it feel? Something? Oh, dude, you know I was just trolling you, Skeet. I've been high on JJ McCarthy since before he was drafted. The holding call on Darn Allright was bad, but that was like, and the PI call, the second PI call was bad. The first one he decked him. The second one he slipped. But again, dude, right? Ben Johnson, first time calling a game, like being the head coach. So burned timeouts he shouldn't have. Caleb burned a timeout. Again, smart to burn it, but like you shouldn't have been in that spot where the play clock's running out. You go for it on 4th and 2. I do like that, actually, Fart Scholar. I like doing that because you can put the game away there if you get that first down and get a tutty. Obviously, hindsight's 2020. So you look back at that and you're like, well, they could have at least had overtime. But the Bears had every opportunity to win that game, and they were outcoached and outplayed in the fourth quarter. Bags take over the 36 months, my dude, of Prime subbing. And that's without auto renew. That's just memory. It's the second time I've gotten that gun out of that chest. Is that him? He went all the way over there? I don't love my loot. I mean, I could buy a shoddy, I guess. Or get one here. What is this guy doing? Oh, he left. Yeah, that was a great drive too, T-Fleet, to get that. Oh, sorry, Tall Muffin. I don't know where that guy went. I don't know if that's this guy or if this guy killed him. Gopher. Oh my gosh. Can confirm. We went for it. I should have. I don't know what I should have done there. I guess I should have not let him sneak up on me. A bad day to be at Toilet Gopher's house. Thank you, Sam Shea. 3 wins today before 9:20 a.m., by the way, for what it's worth. Rob Ryan says Lamar Jackson's the most overrated superstar since Carl Anthony. You're troll. You have to be trolling. Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are the 2 best players in the league right now. I did not watch B-Harp last night. No, I watched the game and then went to bed. Oh my gosh.
Would I rather be feared or loved?
I love it, Gopher.
Easy, both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me.
Ronan with the 17 months. Have a great day, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support. I don't blame him at all, Rob. I blame Harbaugh. I blame Harbaugh. Oh, did you, Spooty? Harbaugh should have called a better, more aggressive game at the end there. I thought Lamar played great. I mean, Henry's the one who fumbled the ball after an elite game. Harbaugh went conservative mode instead of just putting the game away. That was a great game for the Colts, Truman. Danny Dimes, baby. What happened? He played on controller last night? Oh, that's funny. Because they ran it 3 times in a row, Rob. They ran it 3 times in a row. They put up 49 points against a decent Bills defense. I mean, those are the 2 best teams in the league, in my opinion. Three straight runs when you can just get 1 first down and win the game is diabolical in today's NFL. Yeah, that's why I've got Josh Allen and Lamar right there, 1A, 1B. Little bicep flex, bro. $80 now. Oh, true, man. I mean, I had them. I was pretty high on the Colts, like not high, like guaranteeing a division win. And then I went through their schedule, which the NFL, everyone's saying they have a good schedule. I don't know. If they can win division games, the Colts will be fun this year. And they usually do well in the division, so we'll see. I love Jonathan Taylor. I love some of the pieces on defense. I like some of their young receivers. Wait, again today, Tiefly? Goodness gracious, bro. Is that like just being reported? Yeah, Tyler Warren had a great game. I mean, that guy just has all the stuff. Tales old as time, man. Brutal. Thoughts on Richardson? I mean, dude, he's still so young. I never liked the draft pick to begin with. Will he get another shot on another team? We'll see, you know? Where'd this guy go? Dolly Parton. We'll be seeing you. Fart Scholar. I will say this. I believe with my whole heart that there's never anything that they're not faking things like that. Believe that with all my heart. Also not something I put like a ton of my time into thinking a ton about. I hit the tree. I hit the tree. What a bull bent. Thank you for the loot, brother. I need A. I need to be able to see. Happy birthday, Jetpack Louie! Eat it! Good morning, Traylon. That was kind of toxic, killing him on his birthday, honestly. I knew it was him too after I shot him twice. I should have just given it. I should have given him the win. That's on me. No, sir! It's my birthday. I'm sorry. Listen, I knew it was you after the first 2 shots, and then I noticed you were still trying to kill me. So I was like, all right, we got to finish this thing. But don't worry, brother. That guy would have killed you. And so, you know what I mean? I just gave you a better chance at the next game a little sooner. I fried you in the hive. You're the greatest escape artist. Dude, that's crazy. GG's, bro. My sweet prince. I hope you have the best birthday ever. My guy, you look like a 1x1 Lego block. You look like. My 5-year-old daughter types better than you, Panda. Thoughts? What is... We'll be seeing you. We'll not be seeing you. Yeah, well, back to it then. He does have some size and wheels, or maybe a tight end there, Truman. Which I'd make friends with all the right people, you know what I mean? But I'll never have to find that out. Is there a black person here? Oh, that's Soggy. That's actually a really funny joke. I'm sorry for not picking it up the first time. That's on me. Oh, this is the Jetpack Louie resting place. May our sweet prince rest in peace here. We'll be seeing. Morning, Carrie. I haven't seen Mr. Chicken in a couple weeks, but he friendly sniped me and Ty lately. I think he's just doing ticking things, man. Maybe he's working. He's probably in school. Yeah, the pineapple is the most difficult fruit to cut. Yeah, it takes the most work. Guys, let's give a little ponk here. Now, Skeet, if the Lions win on Sunday, those tweets will be funny. He's just ticking around. Jeez. Williams missed about 6 or 7 wide open guys yesterday, Bullet. He had a great first drive, and that was about it. did pretty okay escaping the pocket. And Justin Fields played the best game I've ever seen him play, by far. Eyes downfield, threw it. But that's not what Justin Fields was doing his whole career. He's being coached really well right now. You never heard me gas up Caleb Williams, man. I've said wait and see on him forever. So I don't know what receipts you're talking about for me, dude. And Caleb Williams still has a lot of time. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Fields. Like, he's always been a freak athlete. And he does have a cannon arm, but he was a lot like Caleb Williams in that he never kept his eyes downfield, never let the plays develop. His first read or bust. He did not do that on Sunday, but he was dancing and eyes downfield, making good throws, trusting the process, getting through his reads. And Hall looked pretty good. Yeah, Jay says for sure. I still think a lot of season left and a lot of tape left on Caleb Williams. Like, obviously missing those wide open throws yesterday was really bad, but he also had some great throws. Like, he had a nice touch pass to Swift on like the second play of the game. That was not an easy throw to make. I choked that. That's on me. I missed 3 shots there. And the bug blast. The pass to Dunze on the run on the outside was really nice. Before I say my thoughts, what are your thoughts on the game yesterday? I mean, both teams looked vulnerable. I'm a little surprised the Vikings defense wasn't more aggressive in the first half. I think Caleb Williams' first drive was great. He showed a lot of flashy signs. He did a good job of staying up in the pocket and moving around. Missed a lot of wide open guys. Not good. Ben Johnson, some first time head coach mistakes with timeout usage, challenging things you shouldn't challenge, and obviously the kick at the end, I probably would have onsided it. The Vikings, the running game looked good in the second half. Didn't look great in the first half. Bears defense played pretty well, missing Jalen Johnson. JJ took a while. I think Kevin O'Connell did a nice job of managing the game for JJ, but it got to a point after that pick 6 where it's like, all right, man, training wheels are off. It's time to start throwing the ball, and JJ made plays. That was good. So those are my thoughts on the game. Bears had it and lost it. The penalties were obviously bad. There were at least 2 bad calls on the Bears, but they still would have had 100+ penalty yards without those 2. The second pass interference where the guy tripped should not have been a PI, and that holding on right was not a hold. And I hate that the NFL calls that a hold. So didn't like that, but again, like the way too many undisciplined penalties, and the Bears, the Bears left and right tackle are going to be an issue. They've got to figure it out. The Lions rookie guard is going to be an issue that they got to figure out. So yeah, at home. I mean, that O-line, the Bears O-line has to drastically improve because it's going to be loud as hell on Sunday in Ford Field. So Caleb Williams, man, has a big task in front of him in Detroit with that O-line and those penalties because Lions fans are pissed. First week seems like preseason games this year with the exception of Bills Ravens. So many of these teams looked like they were playing for the first time, which they were. Yeah, I agree, Matt. I agree. Guys, what's up with Jalen Johnson? I did not know that he was not potentially playing week 1. I didn't even know he was hurt. I haven't heard. I listen to Chicago radio like 4 times a week on the to and from football practice. Haven't heard it once. Is he playing on Sunday, or were they saving him for Sunday, or is he really just day to day? A lot of football left to play, Matt. Caleb looked really good in the first quarter, Spider, and then pretty average to below average the rest of the game. Yeah, I think Jones had a decent game in the passing game, Tall Muffin. But yeah, Mason was running well. He looked slippery. Yeah, Jevin. Yeah, a lot to be excited about there. Dealing with a groin since camp started. Morning, Dilt. Limited practice day-to-day this week. That'll be fun, Skeeter. That'll be a fun home environment for the Vikings for sure, dude. Big game for Penix. How do I tell him? Steelers signing Jabril Peppers. What is he? Is he 50? How old's Jabril Peppers now? And the Eagles traded for Bigsby. What's going on there? Nice, Matt. Let's go, dude. He's 30. Oh, he's not 30. Okay. Younger than you. All right, Prinza. Just a reminder to everybody in the chat. It's a long season. Rams started 1-4 last year and won the division. And we're a play away from going to the Super Bowl. A lot of season left. Butter Kid? There's only room for one Butter Kid here, and it's me, brother. 30 next month? No, I know Jabril. I just feels like he's been in the league forever. I'm not thinking of Julius Peppers. I don't think that they trade for that reason, but I think they pull people up from practice squads and things like that for that reason sometimes, or add teams to practice squad. But yeah, you know, you're changing things every year if you're smart in the NFL. I mean, that one PI on Aaron Jones, bro, he tackled him. I watched that replay after the game because I missed it when I was driving when that one happened. What is that gun? Which one? I missed the Butter Barn too. I missed the Butter Barn song. Come on down to the Butter Barn. Bro, that bug shot, like that hit both of us, just like messed that whole play up for me. That's crazy. Got him. Success. But man, guys, I'll say it again. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the quick judgment, one way or the other, on a lot of these teams week one is just so unnecessary. Like, Caleb shows you what he could do in that first drive. Does he still need to show more? Of course. But he shows you what he can do on that first drive, and he looks pretty good on that first drive. I know, scripted plays. I'm just saying. Like, he showed you he can move, he can throw on the run. He can be accurate sometimes. Missed way too many open guys. JJ McCarthy looked pretty below average for most of the game until the end. Made the plays when it counted. If he didn't make the plays when they counted, he's still capable of making the plays when they count. Doesn't mean that he's a bust because of one game. Doesn't mean he's a hero because of one game. It's a lot of season left, guys. If the Vikings would have lost and JJ didn't pop off in the fourth quarter, it doesn't mean JJ's washed or a bad pick or a bust. Besides the Fits. And maybe the Saints. Those were things we knew. The height bug blaster play there was definitely the play. Go Birds. No, for 100% Tom Muffin. But again, like to make a rash judgment one way or the other after one game is just irresponsible. I think if you're a Vikings fan, the correct takeaway is you should be excited. Rob, I'm not hyping. How am I hyping JJ? I'm just saying he played well in the fourth quarter. Or are you talking to someone else? I don't think I'm overhyping him. Looked better as the game went on, Opie, for sure. What do we have here? More gold. All right, now we got to get there. I need a car. A vehicle. Guys, this is my LG. Unfortunately, I do have to go get my haircut, beard trim today. With football and stuff at night, I just can't do it at night. And I've got a dentist appointment this afternoon as well. I will be live tomorrow for a big stream, and then sports show tomorrow night. Big stream Thursday, big stream Friday. Part-time streamer, okay. Okay. He's abandoning us, chat. Thoughts? No, no. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Does Barber have a hot tub? He does not. At least not in the barbershop. Superman, thank you for the 4 months. What's up, brother? Hope today's been awesome. It's been a good morning, man. It's been a really good morning. Had a nice night last night with Toxic Joel and Boiler Up, watching the Bears Vikings game at my local watering hole. Got a good night of sleep. Good little stream this morning. Gonna finally get rid of this ridiculously bushy beard today. Get that low. Get them teethers cleaned. Hopefully spend some time with Jody and the kids tonight. Got a meeting this afternoon to lock down a deal for the sports show. And we're chilling like a villain. No, I didn't have any bourbon. No, I drove last night, dude. So I just had a little Chardonnay. No bourbon for me last night. Yeah, the teethers. Thank you, Patriot. Better AR. Better AR. Go back to it then. I don't like this. Hello? I don't much like that at all. Yeah, that's when you want to get involved, guys. When you know a third party's on the way, if you can become the third party, I feel like that might be the play. Yeah, it's also, I'm up a lot too, man. It's been nice. Don't forget to tell the barber to leave something on top. It's crazy work, Skeet. Yeah, sports show Wednesday night. What was that noise? You guys hear that over here? Nice, Matt and KC. I have no idea where this guy went, man. Oh, there he is. Is that him? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe I just did this for a bot. sure did. Well, that's disappointing. You went east? From the bowling to come and shave every week like me. Hey man, I would. I have no problem doing that, but the wife doesn't want me to. And I want snuggle time, dude. So do what the wife says when it comes to the balding. John, I got wax once. You should try it. Really? Good shots. Good shots from Dream on kick. Kind of want to know who that alien was. Oh, there he is. Okay. Well, that makes sense. All right. You have 4 kids and you're stuck in love. Whoa, 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 Zachary. Whoa. A gift from the Lord, they are. I'm not only the president, but I'm also a member. Guys, we're going to raid Jetpack Louie for his birthday. I appreciate the love today. We are 18 followers away from 115,000. We have 2,045 subs. It's been a great September so far. I will be live tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Maybe 7:30. And then again for the sports show. And then 2 bangers Thursday, Friday. So big stream still this week. If you're not following me on, I think Vikings salsa. If you're not following me on Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, please do. It's an easy, free way to support. At Bearded Blevins. We're full-time in the rest of the week, Spider. Absolutely, dude. Chad, I love you guys. God bless more. Let's change the world. Go say happy birthday to our good friend Jetpack Louie. We'll be posting a before and after of the beard here on the Instagram. Okay, guess I'll work now. Much love, dude. Skull.